An Indian mathematician in the Gupta Empire accidentally created the foundation for every computer, smartphone, and rocket ship when he invented zero, yet most people think Arabs discovered it. The Mauryan Emperor Ashoka built history's largest empire through brutal conquest, then shocked the world by converting to peace and creating the first global humanitarian network. While the Chola Empire's naval technology was so advanced that their ships reached Africa 500 years before Columbus reached America. Stay until the very end to learn which of these empires' lost technologies could solve today's biggest crisis, and discover the terrifying reason why this knowledge was deliberately buried by later conquerors. People built great cities, developed unique cultures, and created systems of learning that shaped the world. This land was home to visionary rulers who united vast territories. Empires in India were ruled by strong leaders, kings or emperors, who governed diverse peoples with powerful armies and laws. Among the most influential were the Mauryan, Gupta, and Chola empires. Each left a lasting legacy in governance, art, and culture. Their stories reveal the roots of Indian civilization. We'll journey through these empires to see how they shaped India's identity. The Mauryan Empire brought unity and strong administration. The Gupta Empire ushered in a golden age of creativity and learning. The Chola Empire dominated the southern seas and built magnificent temples. Exploring these empires helps us understand the foundations of Indian society. Their achievements echo through history, influencing the world beyond India. Let's discover the wonders of these ancient civilizations. Their legacies are woven into the story of humanity. The Mauryan Empire began around 322 BCE, marking a turning point in Indian history. Before the Mauryas, India was divided into many small, often warring kingdoms. Magadha, ruled by the Nanda dynasty, was the most powerful, but unrest simmered. Chandragupta Maurya, a bold and ambitious leader, saw an opportunity to unite the land. With the guidance of his brilliant advisor Chanakya, Chandragupta overthrew the Nandas. Chanakya, author of the Arthashastra, provided strategies for governance and statecraft. Together, they established the Mauryan dynasty and set up a strong central government. The capital, Pataliputra, became a symbol of Mauryan power, well-planned, fortified, and bustling with activity. From here, Chandragupta ruled a vast territory, laying the foundation for a unified India. The Mauryan administration was organized and efficient, with ministers and departments managing different affairs. This new empire brought stability to a fragmented land. Chandragupta's vision and Chanakya's wisdom changed the course of Indian history. The Mauryan Empire became a model for future rulers. Their partnership showed the power of strategy and leadership. Pataliputra stood as a testament to their achievements. The Mauryan era had truly begun. Ashoka, Chandragupta's grandson, became one of India's most celebrated rulers. Early in his reign, Ashoka expanded the empire through warfare, but the brutal Kalinga War changed him forever. Witnessing immense suffering, Ashoka felt deep remorse and turned away from violence. He embraced Buddhism, adopting its principles of peace, non-violence, and compassion. Ashoka's new policy, dharma, promoted respect, kindness, and religious tolerance. He worked tirelessly for the welfare of his people, encouraging harmony across his vast empire. To spread his message, Ashoka had edicts carved on rocks and pillars in local languages. These edicts spoke of justice, good deeds, and moral conduct. Ashoka's teachings reached far beyond India. He sent missionaries to spread Buddhism across Asia. His reign marked a shift from conquest to compassion. The Mauryan Empire became known for its ethical governance. Ashoka's legacy endures in India's symbols and values. His lion capital is now the national emblem of India. The story of Ashoka shows the power of transformation and moral leadership. His vision of peace influenced generations to come. Ashoka remains a beacon of humane rule in world history. The Mauryan Empire was a model of strong governance and cultural achievement. Chandragupta and Chanakya's administrative system kept the vast empire organized. The emperor, aided by ministers, oversaw departments for revenue, justice, and the army. The Arthashastra guided efficient statecraft and economic management. Under Ashoka, the empire stretched from the Himalayas to southern India and west into Afghanistan. Roads and infrastructure connected distant regions, boosting trade and communication. The Mauryans excelled in art and architecture. Ashoka built stupas and pillars, like the Great Stupa at Sanchi and the Lion Capital at Sarnath. These monuments showcased advanced engineering and artistic skill. Agriculture thrived with government-supported irrigation, while trade linked India to distant lands. Society was organized, with various social groups contributing to the empire's prosperity. After Ashoka's death, the empire weakened as provinces broke away. By 185 BCE, the Mauryan Empire had ended, but its legacy of unity and governance endured. The Mauryans set standards for administration and cultural integration. Their achievements inspired future Indian rulers. The empire's influence can still be seen in India's art, governance, and ideals. The Mauryan era remains a cornerstone of Indian history. After the Mauryan Empire, India saw centuries of change before the rise of the Gupta Empire around 320 CE. The Guptas restored political stability and united much of northern India. Their rule is known as the Golden Age of India, a time when art, science, and literature flourished. The dynasty began with Sri Gupta, a local ruler in Magadha. His successors, including Chandragupta I, expanded the kingdom through alliances and conquests. Chandragupta I's marriage to Kumaradevi increased his power and prestige. He took the title Maharaja, King of Great Kings, marking the true start of Gupta dominance. The Guptas encouraged learning and creativity, laying the foundation for remarkable achievements. Their reign brought prosperity and cultural unity. Mathematics, astronomy, and medicine advanced rapidly. Art and literature reached new heights of beauty. The Gupta period truly earned its reputation as a golden age. Their legacy shaped Indian civilization for centuries. Samudragupta, son of Chandragupta I, was a brilliant military leader who expanded the Gupta Empire. His conquests, recorded in the Allahabad pillar inscription, established Gupta dominance across India. Samudragupta was also a patron of the arts and a skilled musician and poet. His son, Chandragupta II, Vikramaditya, led the empire to its peak. The Gupta court was renowned for its Navaratnas, or 9 gems, including the poet Kalidasa. The empire covered most of northern and parts of central and western India. Control of trade routes brought wealth and prosperity. The Guptas maintained a strong army but often allowed defeated kings to rule as subordinates, ensuring stability. Culture blossomed. Sanskrit literature, plays, and poetry flourished. Hinduism thrived, but the Guptas were tolerant, allowing Buddhism and Jainism to prosper. The period saw the compilation of Hindu texts and folk tales like the Panchatantra. The Guptas' support for learning and the arts defined the Golden Age. Their rule brought peace, prosperity, and cultural richness. The Gupta legacy endures in India's literature and traditions. The Gupta era was marked by groundbreaking advances in science and the arts. Indian mathematicians developed the concept of zero and perfected the decimal system, ideas that transformed global mathematics. Aryabhata, a renowned scholar, wrote about algebra, geometry, and calculated pi with remarkable accuracy. He also proposed that the Earth rotates on its axis, a revolutionary idea for the time. Gupta astronomers predicted eclipses and studied planetary movements. Varahamihira contributed to astronomy, astrology, and mathematics. Knowledge and inquiry were highly valued in Gupta society. Art and architecture flourished. Sculptors created graceful statues of Hindu deities and the Buddha. Temple architecture evolved, with stone and brick structures and stunning murals in the Ajanta caves. Education thrived at universities like Nalanda, attracting students from across Asia. Subjects ranged from philosophy and medicine to logic and Buddhism. The Gupta rulers supported these centers of learning. By the late 5th century, invasions weakened the empire, leading to its decline. Yet, the Gupta legacy in science, art, and education remains influential. Their achievements laid the groundwork for future generations. The Chola dynasty, rooted in the fertile Kaveri delta of Tamil Nadu, rose to power in the 9th century CE. Vijayalaya Chola captured Thanjavur, establishing it as the capital and reviving Chola strength. Successive rulers like Aditya I and Parantaka I expanded the empire through military victories. The Cholas built a formidable navy, unique among Indian empires. Their naval power allowed them to control maritime trade routes and launch expeditions overseas. The Cholas traded extensively with Southeast Asia and China. Their influence reached far beyond India's shores. The Chola rise marked a new era of southern dominance. Rajaraja Chola I was a visionary emperor who expanded the Chola Empire and built the magnificent Brihadiswarar temple. His son, Rajendra Chola I, pushed the empire's boundaries even further, reaching the Ganges and launching naval expeditions to Southeast Asia. The Cholas' grand temples, with towering gopurams, became centers of worship and community life. Their bronze sculptures, especially of Nataraja, are masterpieces of Indian art. The Cholas developed an efficient administration, dividing the empire into provinces and promoting village self-government. Local assemblies managed land, irrigation, and community affairs, a remarkable system for the time. Trade flourished, linking the Cholas to China, Arabia, and Southeast Asia. Their navy protected trade and projected power overseas. The Chola Empire's influence shaped art, architecture, and governance in South India and beyond. However, by the late 13th century, internal conflicts and new powers led to their decline. The Cholas' legacy endures in their temples, art, and administrative innovations. Their maritime strength set them apart in Indian history. The Cholas remain icons of southern power and creativity. The Mauryan, Gupta, and Chola empires each transformed India in unique ways. The Mauryans united the land and promoted ethical governance under Ashoka. The Guptas ushered in a golden age of science, art, and literature. The Cholas ruled the southern seas, building grand temples and pioneering maritime trade. These empires developed systems of government and administration that influenced Indian political thought. Their cultural achievements, stupas, sculptures, temples, and literature, enriched Indian civilization. Advances in mathematics, science, and philosophy shaped the world. Religions like Buddhism, Hinduism, and Jainism evolved and spread. The legacies of these empires fostered unity amid diversity and inspired generations. Their stories are not just Indian history, they are chapters in the story of humanity. Understanding them deepens our appreciation of India's rich past and vibrant present.